Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. This is the final Scholars Dual Land Tournament. And I'll tell you, I really want to win this one. Death Shadow. Arnie is actually not on Death Shadow. He's on Blue-Red Delver. We've already seen him on camera. This is a tough matchup for Blue-Red Delver, for Death Shadow. We'll see how this goes. Arnie leading out for the basic island into Delver. Standard operating procedure. A little bit of flair there with his Delver card. Beautiful full art. And Underground Sea. Snuff out on Delver. And passing the turn. Brainstorm in response to this Wasteland. Daze in hand. It's a trap. Big fan of firing things off in response to Wasteland effects when you're running Daze. There are times where your opponent will attempt to counter, and you can Daze returning that land, and it is a total blowout. So second Delver comes down. And Death Shadow comes in as a 1/1. See how this works out. Brainstorm, that snuff out on that first Delver. That's actually wise or not. And Death Shadow is getting bigger. Arnie certainly not going to slow up here. Cycling Street Wraith. Ideally, getting that Delver off the board would be nice. It will help with the life loss, but don't need that much help. So swinging here for 8. Put him at 11. And if we go to 2, then that's a lethal crackback. Gonna need some counter magic here. Arnie fetching. And casts Lightning Bolt, which gets dazed. That's no bueno. Whoa. So taking down game 1, Death Shadow, showing why he's such a powerhouse. Definitely not okay to swing there with Delver first. Going to want to hold back that Delver, make sure that Lightning Bolt resolves. You may need it as a chump blocker. And certainly giving that extra pump to the Death Shadow, not favorable. So a little issue down there in the endgame execution for Arnie. Death Shadow's still a relatively new player in the meta. I think it may actually be the best deck in the format. And that is really exciting to see a deck that previously was just a fringe player getting refined to that absolute razor's edge that it has. I think the main deck inclusions are just tremendous. I've talked about many times how strong Reanimate is as a card, giving you free wins versus the Gristlebrand style decks with Reanimator. Even versus Sneak and Show, the ability to Thoughtseize a Gristlebrand and then reanimate it is an absolute beating. So that Reanimate really made a huge difference. The mana base is super tight. And of course, the sideboard innovations strong as well. So overall, Death Shadow benefited so much from that Pro Tour, which is remarkable because it seemed like after Gataxian Probe and Deathrite Shaman both got the axe, both of which were played in previous Death Shadow builds, you'd think that would be a huge problem. Instead, it emerged perhaps the best deck in the format. Basic Island into Delver here for Arnie, and Ponder on the other side. This is a winning in for the top 8. The winner here will definitely be in the top 8. The loser will almost certainly be out. Lightning Bolt flipping Delver. Fetching. Into him to Torok. Letting Delver really do the work here. Lightning Bolt to face. And Flusterstorm. So him getting 2 cards out of the hand, so to speak. Grim Lava Man. Daze. Oh, and sequencing error there. That land could have came down and saved it. Daze immediately swooping in and taking out that Grim Lavamancer. And here's Disfigure paying all the life in a Delver, not the threat that you want here. Could have paid a black and not got Delver on board, preserving a couple of points of life. Tough to know what the ideal line is there. Giving more and more turns to draw player removal, as it were. That is what Burn is going to function like from here on out. Delver not flipping. That feels pretty awful. Price of Progress puts to 2. Lightning Bolt. Stubborn Denial actually counters that as a Force Spike. This Ponder shuffling. Just 2 life left. Looks like another Price of Progress in hand. Now a couple of burn spells left. And there it is, Price of Progress. Taking down game number 2 here for Arnie. Tying it up. One pivotal game here to see who goes on to the top 8. Making some sideboard adjustments here. Death Shadow. Very strong player. I think you're going to see a lot of metagame adjustments happen in the coming weeks. It's just a tremendous deck. It's a lot of fun to play. It has a lot of appeal to people who might enjoy Modern as well, to be able to see one of their favorite creatures get a whole new supporting cast. Cards like Daze, Snuff Out, Force of Will, Wasteland. Looks like following the old mantra, never mull. It is more valid perhaps in a format with Brainstorm. There are a lot of hands that you can draw out of when you're playing Brainstorm Fetch Land. The bulk card advantage can be quite important. Looks like Arnie going to 5. And suddenly a game that may not have been particularly in Death Shadow's favor getting a lot more favorable, going all the way down to 5 here. Scrying keeps on top. And a Delver of Secrets off of Underground Sea, preserving some life here in this matchup with so much reach. Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Price of Progress, all of them Very dangerous. Very bad for your health. And Snuff Out plus a Wasteland on the other side here. Thoughtseize. Got Delver and Grim Lavamancer along with Flusterstorm. Gotta think the Grim Lavamancer is the play. Leaving Delver and Flusterstorm, so just 3 cards left to play with. Fetch into Delver. Basic Island here. Brainstorm, going to try and make sure that this actually flips here. You get low enough, you can actually lose a race just to an unflipped Delver. So we're during the upkeep here. Some decisions to make. Like Force of Willingham with no blue card. Reanimate, flips the Delver. Fetch land. Watery Grave, grab another Delver, swing for 3. While that Flusterstorm's down, Delver doesn't flip. Oh, and another Grim Lavamancer. Ugh. That is absolutely brutal here. That threatens to mop up both of these Delvers. And this game just got so much harder. What a huge swing there. Incredibly important card to draw. That is going to get rid of both of these Delvers without any type of card disadvantage. Cards are already in the graveyard. Flusterstorm is in hand. Ponder. Gonna really want a Snuff Out or Dismember, Fatal Push, something to get that Lavamancer off the board. He's gonna do a ton of damage. Even just passing the turn is gonna be a problem. And Death Shadow, very timely. And potentially lethal threat here. Coming in to put Arnie to 9. Fire Blast is revealed. And talk about a back and forth game here. Does he have a mountain? And he doesn't have a mountain. Death Shadow can swing here. If there's any other life loss, he has to be blocked. I believe it's Flusterstorm and Fire Blast in Arnie's hand. Fetch, go to 4. This Death Shadow is going to be lethal here. Question of what to swing with. Can swing all out, and then he has to block the Death Shadow. I would put him down to 3 for a lethal crackback. If he draws a mountain, that's going to be lethal. Flusterstorm plus Fire Blast will see to that. It's just Death Shadow coming in here. Doing 2. Oh, and he draws the mountain off the top. And that will do it. So could not Thoughtseize that Fire Blast out of hand. So very close. Arnie, well played, making it on to the top 8 of this coveted final Dual Lands tournament at Scholars. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.